Fantastic. Lindsay Lohan is in treatment in the right treatment center, and it looks for a good period of time. They say the longer that you're in treatment and in transitional living back into society, the better chances you have of staying clean and sober. I, of course, did not take advantage in any of the treatment centers I was in to stay longer when suggested to stay longer, or go into a halfway house when suggested to do that. I was too important. I had too many important things to do. Today, I would have stayed in some place for 6 months if I knew what I knew now then and what would have happened in my life. I agree with some of the people on television that talk about Lindsay's got to be in for 6 months. She's got to have longer treatment. I believe in that only as a beginning. I believe, and as the founders of 12-step recovery, I believe that they came up with something that worked, and why change it? And what was most important is what happened when some of these early alcoholics and addicts left the hospital. What happened then? Well, what happened back then is people in the recovery community went into the hospitals, went into the treatment centers, went into the jails and prisons, and got people going on the 12 steps. Got these individuals to start to feel confident that they might be able to make it. At least maybe not confident, but have some hope, because these were other people that they could see that it did work in their lives. And what happened was in the early days, it was mostly men, but men came in and worked with other men and shared their hope and how they got clean and sober. And then what ended up happening is when they left, they were already living recovery, and they already had a support group. They already had a group of people that were going to love them, hold them, and until they could love themselves and until they could make it on their own. And the important thing that they did, in my opinion, the most important thing was getting someone who's in treatment to as quickly when they get out, get involved in helping others. Get involved in working with a senior guy to help a newer guy to work the steps, to get clean and sober, to stay clean and sober, learn how to live clean and sober. And my wish for Lindsay is that she does a great job in Betty Ford, that she learns that she's no different, no better, no worse than any other run-of-the-mill addict and alcoholic, and that the way for her to stay clean and sober is the same way for the rest of us. It's to work the steps, it's to help others, it's to start to change our character defects, and to be humble, because if we think we're different, which is what I did, I'm smarter, I'm better, I'm more important. All of these things pushed me away from recovery. It said that I didn't need to do what everybody else did. I could create my own Jeff Christian recovery program, not where in reality, the way I think, the way my disease talks to me is the same as anybody at any level of the economic spectrum. It has just no different. I am no different, no better, no worse. But the things that make me the same is that I've got to work a really strong program of recovery, or I could relapse again. And I don't want to relapse again. I don't want to put my family back through the horror that they went through. I don't want to put myself back through the horror that I went through. And I'm so happy that Lindsay has the opportunity to set a tone, to set an example to us, to everybody that follows her, particularly the young people that are more and more becoming heroin addicts, pill addicts, crack addicts, and that they can see someone of their own generation, someone that they've seen as a celebrity, that she can actually be someone that can help others based on doing what she needs to do. And she has a chance to do that today, and I will pray that she actually can live it through and continue to do the next right thing that's going to help her stay clean and sober and set an example for the rest of us. Thanks. Bye-bye.